Hey everyone, it is time for weekend reads. I haven't done one of these in a while and I've got a lot of books up and in the air at the moment. So I thought I'd do a quick overview of what I'm in the process of reading, what I plan to start, and where I am in each of the books. The first book that I am most of the way through and plan on finishing this weekend is Astrophysics for People in a Hurry by Neil deGrasse Tyson. I had this as a recommendation from a friend who really thought it was enjoyable. She's also sort of an armchair physicist and had read some of his other work, but this was mostly new to her. And it was for me as well. I haven't really read anything that he's written prior to this book, though I am a big fan of his television series and the different specials that he does. I like this. It has been overall a beginning of the universe to today, discoveries in physics and how they relate to life and common use terms versus the actual scientific terms. It also has a lot of dad jokes and things kind of thrown in and mixed in throughout the book. It's a little drier than I thought it would be. And the humor is also not quite my cup of tea. It is a little bit dad jokes, and I like puns and things like that, but this is more, I don't know. He tries to work in some nerd humor into it, but it's done in a sort of very obvious, like, I'm talking science, here's a joke. I'm talking science form, which I'm not sure how I feel about at this point in the book, but we'll see how it turns out. The next book that I plan on starting this weekend is Dreamsnake. This is I can't remember if it is a Nebula or a Hugo winner, but it was on my TBR for a while, and I remember that Rachel had recommended it and thought it was quite good when she went through the winners list. I've been waiting for this one for a while. It is a post-apocalyptic future where a young woman travels the earth healing the sick with the help of her alien companion, a Dreamsnake. She is pursued by two followers with unknown motivations, I guess. And I remember thinking that this sounded much better when I read the synopsis, but I have heard really great things by others who have read it, so it's been on my TBR for a while, and I finally received a copy from the library, so I hope to start that this weekend. And the final book that I plan on starting this weekend, or reading more of, I should maybe be able to finish it. It'll depend on how much of Dreamsnake I actually end up reading or how into that book I get, and that is To Like the Lightning by Ada Palmer. This is the first book in a series, and it follows Mycroft Canner, who is a convict, and by his crimes, he is required in the custom of the 25th century to wander the world being as useful as he can to all he meets, basically until he dies. And Carlisle Foster is a sin-sayer, a spiritual counselor in a world that has outlawed the public practice of religion, but which also knows that the inner lives of humans cannot be wished away. I guess they're back and forth as seen from our 21st century eyes, and it is a hard-won utopia built on technologically generated abundance and also on complex and mandatory systems of labeling all public writing and speech. What seems to us as normal gender distinctions are now distinctly taboo in most social situations, and most of the world's population is affiliated with global, girdling clans of the like-minded, whose endless economic and cultural competition is carefully managed by central planners. To us, it seems like a mad combination of heaven and hell. To them, it's just normal life. And I've started this one and it's been good so far, so keep your fingers crossed. I've heard good things about this one as well, and I've liked it so far. It's a little confusing, but like in a good way, just like Nine Fox Gambit was for me. I found myself incredibly confused by that book for the first like 25%, and then it totally redeemed itself and I really, really got into it, and I've got a feeling that To Like the Lightning is also going to be like that. So that is the books that I'm planning to read this weekend and hopefully plow through. I have a few more that I'm planning to start earlier next week with the timing of some movie releases, so I'll share those soon too as well. I hope you're all having a fabulous weekend, and I will see you again soon. Bye!